Bonjour everybody, welcome back to my studio. Today we're going to talk about light shaping and how this is a key skill to master as a colorist. Let's imagine for a second that you are watching a movie and in one particular scene where all the action and the emotion is crucial, okay? You are looking at the corner of the frame instead of looking at the center. And we don't want that to happen because that might make you miss some key details of the beauty of that story. Today, we're going to have a look at how we can help shape, light, and guide the eye in DaVinci Resolve. Without further ado, let's dive in. Okay guys, we are in Resolve Color page. I am working on a clip shot on Arri Log C. I have Resolve Color Management going on. Here are my current settings. If you are not familiar with how to set up Resolve Color Management, don't worry guys, I got you. You can have a look at my Quickstart guide. It's a free download that you can access through the link in the description. Here is the shot that we are working on today. Right now I have a look in place, which is at the timeline level. So this is the Rec. 709 image, and this is with the look, which is called celluloid. Quick note on the look that I just dropped. These are carefully crafted scene-referred LUTs that preserve middle exposure so they don't break your image. They're not meant to finish your grade, but to give you solid, professional starting points, whether you're going for a film look or a clean commercial image with smooth skin. Think of them as a look development library that you can build on for any project. Already, that looks pretty good. I like that starting point. I just want to add a little bit more contrast to my image. And I'm going to do this with lift gamma gain. So that would be before, that would be after, before, after. I just want to give it a little bit more pop. So this is going to be contrast. Now that we have an overall good starting point, so that was the Rec. 709 image, this is with the look and our contrast adjustment, I just want to help and guide the eye a little bit more, because right now I feel that we are looking a little bit too much on the left side of the frame and on the lower part of the frame too, and I just want to guide the eye a little bit. So we are going to create a new serial node, pressing Option S, and I'm going to create a power window. I'm going to hit the window tab right here, create a circular power window, and now I'm going to adjust the aspect so that it becomes a grad window. And I'm going to tilt it down in the lower part of the frame, okay? And I'm going to adjust the softness too, to make it a more subtle adjustment. And now I'm going to drive my offsets down in my primaries here, just to lower a little bit my exposure. So that is before, that is after, before, after. Now let's play a little bit with the softness, okay? Some more, before, after, let's tilt it down. Yeah, just to ever so slightly knock the light on the lower part of the frame. Before, after, good. So that was the Rec. 709 image. This is what we've got going on. Let's call this node bottom. I'm going to add another power window right here and call it left. And I'm going to move it on the left side of the frame. Right here, I'm going to increase the softness, okay? Drop its size, increase the softness so that it's smooth, and then again I'm going to lower my exposure. So that's before, that's after, before, after. All right. And now if I disable my two power windows, that was before, that was after, before, after. So we look a little bit less at the bottom and the left side of frame, and we tend to look more at what's happening in the center frame. So we are heading in the right direction. I just want to create another node, okay? that I'm going to call right, creating another power window, okay? A circular power window. And let's place it on the right side of frame again. Increase the softness, okay? And then decrease the exposure slightly, before, after. Increase the softness, all right? Before, after. Yeah, something like that is good. So that's without our light shaping, that's with it. I don't want to go too aggressive with these adjustments. I want them to feel as natural as possible, okay? I'm going to add another power window now that I'm going to call center. Create another circular power window. Place the center on the face of my lead character right here. Give it a bit more of an oval shape, increase its softness. All right. Now I just want to increase my gain from my primaries, maybe play with my gamma as well too. So that is before, that is after. All right, cool. So let's disable our power windows again. That is before, that is after. Before, after. If you are enjoying the content on the channel, please do me a favor and pause the video and double check if you are subscribed. This would massively help keep me doing what I do. Now let's go on with the video. Let's add another node right there. Let's call it pop, okay? And I'm going to again go into my power windows, grab the pen tool, and then I'm going to draw a shape around these girls, okay? Right there. Now I'm going to increase the softness, all right? Now I'm just going to play with lift gamma gain again, just to give it a slight little nudge, okay? To make them pop a little extra. So that's before, it's after. And I want to increase the softness on this. Just going to nudge that adjustment a little bit, playing with my primaries again, just to make it as subtle as possible. All right, cool. And because the shot doesn't move, we don't have to track our power windows, okay? And now one last thing, I'm going to create another node that I'm going to call background. I'm going to create another power window that I'm going to place roughly in the background, in those back seats, okay? I'm going to give it an oval shape, all right? Like that, give it some softness. And now I just want to go into my primaries tab again, go to offset, and then lower my offset just a touch right there. Before, after, just a little bit, okay? To keep it as natural as we can. Then play with the window placement and the softness, okay? Yeah. So that was the Rec. 709 image, and that was what we worked on right there. And if we disable our light shaping, that's where we are, and now that's where we are at now. Alright guys, so the name of the game here is to make our adjustments as subtle as possible. We don't want to leave any trace of our work, okay? We don't want to see any hard edge or an obvious power window that sits on our shot, okay? And I believe that we have accomplished that pretty nicely today. So that was the Rec. 709 image. That is with the look. And that is with our adjustments. Alright guys, that's it for today. Please leave a like, comment down below, let me know what you thought about this tutorial. Are you using light shaping currently in your work? I want to know. I want to know if you enjoyed the tips here. Follow me on Instagram and I will see you in the next video. Salut, prenez soin de vous.